to be gusting like 26 miles
It's be
an hour
like
tonight.
-2 tomorrow morning when we come in, so.
That'll be fun. My restaurant will be frozen solid.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
Oh, I did hit it. I did hit this big screen, but it's not big.
That's all right.
Okay, so welcome, folks. I'm calling to order the December 8th Select Board meeting, December 8th, 2025. And we'll start out with our town clerk report.
Okay. We submitted our holiday ad into the shopper's guide today, so that will be running for 2 weeks, and just wanted to recap that a little bit. For both holiday weeks, Christmas and New Year's, we are going to be closed Wednesday through Friday, December 24th through the 26th, and also December 31st through January 2nd. Just a reminder on the 2026 dog licensing, $6 for neutered, $11 for non-neutered. They are due by December 31st. Is about a month grace period. So starting February 1st, there will be a late fee of $25 per dog. So please come in to register your dogs before January 31st.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
Can you do that online?
You can do it online. Yep, and all that information is also on the ad with the link.
Okay.
The 2026 hunting and fishing licenses are now available if you're getting those for Christmas gifts. Also on the ad is the Youthful Maine Food Pantry, Thursday, December 18th from 1 to 2. And we just have a review of our town office hours during the winter weather and some winter plowing information as well. So that's on our website, Facebook, and will be in the shopper's guide. I did want to mention on the warrant, we discussed it for a couple weeks. We did cut the check for John O'Donnell and Associates for the assessing work for 2025. The tax assessing amount was $15,000. The tax map amount was $3,000 for a total of $18,000. That is the same amount that we have paid him last year. So we are running a little short on the assessing account. So basically right now after this check, there's only $2,500 left over in the assessing budget. So what I'd really like to figure out is what the price is going to be for Bob Consul and when he expects to be paid, I guess. So we can ensure that we have the funds to pay him and out of the appropriate budget. And also we need to look at, I'd like to know how much the assessing package from Trio is going to cost and when we need to purchase that. So we can plan on what account we're going to take it out of and when we're going to do it. So we're all set up. You can understand where that money is coming from because we paid John more than we thought we were going to, so.
I sent an email for clarification to Trio
Okay.
to ask what the amount actually, because given all the different information that they put on there.
They had an amount and then they had a yearly maintenance.
Yeah. So that'll better clarify what the amount is for that, and then,
Can I have a copy of that when you get it?
yeah,
I think they send it in a form of invoice almost, don't they? It's to sign off
Yeah.
on. Yep, okay.
yep.
I did also want to ask if there were plans on getting Chris Sanborn in here to do some work for our IT needs.
I haven't spoken with him directly. I know the last time you sent us an email that he had a family
He did.
thing going on, so giving him a little bit of space, but probably he's had enough time, so,
Okay,
yep. And do we have a list of,
we do.
okay,
Yep, and I think we really kind of need to understand the whole plan for the office as far as network, backups, stuff like that.
okay.
He did that once before and it kind of just stopped, and we have a list, but we need to know kind of what his plan is, if he can help us get in a better space for IT. But I guess I'm really concerned about the IT backup right now of our files.
See about Okay,
Sorry to interrupt,
Sorry.
but the large storage closet room, the door's locked.
okay, thanks.
Just wanted to mention real quick, the Sockeye Valley Spirit Tree is still here for donations. They are due this week. They're coming to collect the donations, Wednesday, December 10th. There are still a few tags on the trees, and, I did take some pictures of the tags, and I'll post them on Facebook tonight. So they are coming, probably Wednesday afternoon to get all the donations. So if you are looking to do that, they are due the 10th, so.
That's just like a day, huh?
I'll bring my,
Yeah.
I'm at home.
And that's all I got.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, let's see, approving the agenda. I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda for tonight as written.
I'll second.
All in favor? We have December 1st minutes. Last week's agenda included the Keyser Falls Fire meeting. I know they wanted to discuss the purchase of a new truck, but our select board wasn't able to attend that. I think they're going to reschedule it, so that would be the only thing I would note on it. Other than that, I will make a motion that we accept the minutes as written.
I will second it.
All in favor? Sounds good. So I want to just mention something also, that we had heard that there's been some comments made that our select board meetings, that we don't discuss maybe a lot of what goes on. Believe me, we do a lot of discussion and a lot of work behind the scenes, probably stuff that really isn't seen during our meetings. And we can expand a little bit on our workshop items. We invite anybody to come to the workshop if they want to hear the kinds of things that we're discussing. But I just wanted to make note of that it's not like we're not doing anything if we don't have a big discussion going on. Bills to be paid. Our warrant this year, or this week, totals $48,809.44. Water bill, we've had a delivery of salt to Secocas Road. Fire safe hooked up the propane stove in the kitchen. We have an ad going in for the holiday hours. A couple of small bills from hardware store, treasurer. ServPro got paid their second payment of $12,808, and that was for the hanging and priming of the wallboard, and they've been working on the painting. And then, as Daniel said, the John O'Donnell. Oh, speaking of that, the map services, did we figure out if we got maps yet? Did we?
We have not gotten maps.
I've got-
We've done PDF, but usually they print out
Right, we get these
2
big-
booklets for us and the large,
Maps printed out.
the large plotter. So they do 2 sets of the big ones like this.
Right.
I think they're a little bit bigger than 11 by 17. They could be 11 by 17, I don't know. But they, the cover says the year, and we have the big plotter things that they always bring in or send to us. So
Change them out in
I
the,
don't know where those are.
but I thought Bob was gonna talk to John and see what was going on.
He was actually wants us to contact John on that. So,
Okay,
yes.
I didn't know that. I would have today, I thought he was gonna do it.
Yep,
Okay.
I have the digital maps
yep,
I got it from Bob, who got it from John.
yep.
Right, but they do send us the big, that's what we're looking
Right.
for, right,
I don't have the paper.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have no means of, we can do the 11 by 17, but they always give us a nice cover for them too. So that's at the grand we just paid them.
right, that's what I was thinking, maybe. The digital ones that you have on the website?
They're not on the website yet.
Oh, okay,
No.
yeah. No worries. Payroll as well. Which I did take a look at. Okay. Don't matter. Thank you. review ads. It's the ad that Danielle's putting in for holiday hours. We haven't had any reports. We had a planning board meeting last week, and I think they will meet next week as well on Wednesday at 6. Discussion items. Gymnasium usage request. So we had a request from a resident to use the gym for birthday party in January, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that maybe the repairs will really be done by then. Repairs done, cleaned up, put back together, what have you. So did everybody have kind of a chance to go through it and look at it? So if people want to use the gym, they fill out a kind of a rental form, a facility use agreement, and we do have rules and regulations for using the gym. My only concern is there's an electric outlet that really needs to be fixed. I've let the electrician know a while ago and haven't heard back, just in terms of kids playing in there. Anything else? Remember you and I walked through it, the gym, and we were like, well, there was going to be a function. There was going to be a kind of a barbecue, I think.
Yeah.
We walked through and we said, well, there was a few things that needed to be taken care of, and maybe those are being taken care of now that they're fixing the walls. It's just that one outlet that really should be looked at. Otherwise, what are your thoughts? I don't
have any concerns with it.
No.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay.
Good use.
Approximate number of people, 50. All right, I'll make a motion that we allow the gym to be used for birthday party.
I'll second.
All in favor? Okay.
I'll email her back and let her know.
Okay, perfect. I'll get a hold of Keith again and see if he can't come in and just take a look at it. I wonder if Norm, the CEO, could take a look at it and just see what, doesn't look like a big repair. It's just hanging out of the wall. Building updates. Well, they're painting and everything looks really good. They've gotten a couple of coats on the hallway. They're working on the gym and where that repair and painting is gonna end up. They've done the trim. They finished the room that the assessor was gonna use. That room is done. The mop room is done. And they just have, they have a few more areas to touch up on, and we'll do a walkthrough tomorrow. I don't know, anything you want to add about it? The color I like,
It's bright.
yep, you can,
Looks more modern.
and Saban's going to get a hold of the flooring people, maybe next week sometime. I can text you after John comes through tomorrow morning.
Okay.
To see what the time frame is and then go from there.
Yep, Jason's just waiting for us to text him back.
Okay. That's good. Well, let's see. Some of the workshop items that we did discuss today were the hours that our new deputy CEO is going to be working. His name is Kent Whitten. He'll be here on a daily basis, helping Norm organize files. And both Norm and Kent are here on Mondays. If anybody wants to come in, meet them. Personnel policy we've worked on. Erin's going to do some website training with us on Thursday so that we have access and can put in some pages and updates. I wonder if Denise wants to come to that.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Desiree? She might too. We can let them know.
Yep.
Okay. Phone, I'll just say about the phone updates. We have a bunch of phones in the town that Consolidated has a contract with us for Fidium. They don't work well. We really feel like we have too many phones in our offices. So we've been in touch with them to come in and kind of pull all this stuff together and renew and get something different as a contract with them. There's just too many issues. We have phones that don't work, phones that we can't access their voicemails on. So that's kind of in the process. We don't have a definitive answer on any of it yet. There's like 3 different levels of people to go through to find out how we can take care of it. It's been an issue. Anything that you guys want to add for plowing RFPs or?
We just had to finish drawing that up. I started working on it right before we came in.
Oh, nice, okay. Did you look at the old ones then, or, yep? And MMA has a lot of examples for requests for bids and stuff like that, okay? And one issue we do have is the salt and sand shed on Secocas is not insured because it's in bad shape and the town needs to replace it. It's expensive. What did you get for prices last year when you were looking through it?
The quote from Rub was, what was it, 297,000
Yeah,
to put in a whole new building, and that's install everything. And so that was, but I don't know that we needed, that was kind of to replace the entirety of the building that's there. So I don't know that, I think we need to decide. And Maya, when we met with Maya and the plow guys, he had some really good insight. So I think it would be beneficial to get him in to kind of figure out what we need for a building there.
get Maya?
Yeah, because he had some contacts for other styles of buildings that might be less expensive. But the biggest concern with any of these buildings is snow shed. So if you're able to get, whatever you get for a building has to be able to shed snow off of it.
Right.
And so, a lot of towns are able to get away with smaller buildings, some of those like pole style buildings where you have, you set them on concrete blocks,
Right.
which they work, but they may not necessarily shed the amount of snow that we need them to.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Rub one is engineered that way. They look up sort of what the average snowfall is and what the rates have to be. And so that's all figured out in there. Another company I looked at was Steelmaster, but that was just delivery of a building, not assembly.
Right. And I think I've seen Quonset hut types that.
Which is kind of what Steelmaster is,
Okay.
yeah.
We touched a little bit on the idea of maybe even taking a bond out, which is something the town hasn't done. I'm not sure if it's done ever, but something that we need to toss around. Of course, we'd have to go to a special town meeting for something like that, but it has to be taken care of. We're just keeping our fingers crossed that we're okay this winter. I think if we do have a new salt and sand shed, we had talked about even doing a separate facility to put sand in for people to grab a bucket.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't received any sand invoices from anybody. I guess, if they're,
When we met with them, they were getting it that week, and that was 2 weeks ago, right? So that was Thanksgiving.
We met with them right before Thanksgiving, yeah.
because there's been plenty of salt deliveries, so.
Salt delivery was phenomenal. That was on our warrant today, yeah.
Yeah, and that's, there's been 3 different loads, each time they call, it's like 2 loads apiece. So I think there's 6 loads that's gone to Maplewood, and
Yeah.
I think 6 loads that's gone to Secocas at this point.
It was quite,
30 tons a load.
yeah.
So I'm just wondering where the sand is. I mean, we should be paying that out.
Well, I don't think Bill's getting his from Mills,
Right,
right, but I know there was sand in both, I've been to both sheds with
okay,
municipal energy plant people, and there was sand there, so,
okay,
yeah.
all right.
They both mentioned at that meeting that they were ordering some that week, and so I don't know if they hadn't done, or, ran into an issue with the holiday and either that or didn't do it yet, so I don't know.
Well, they have to pay for the trucking piece.
Right.
So, and we pay for the materials, so whatever, yep.
Yeah.
Just hold tight, I guess. Okay.
Yeah,
Odd, I guess.
and the season's just beginning. Mhm. We don't have anyone here to ask questions of, or if they have questions of us. Anything you want to add to anything? There's a lot of activities that happen in the gym, kind of on a regular basis, Monday coffees, pickleball, and then we have the community cafe that Grateful Undead does. And I'm going to speak with them tomorrow, but I think we've all kind of generally concluded that we're going to put everything off until the first of the year because there's a lot of cleanup, a lot of repair work. There's still painting and there's still carpeting to be put down. And with any luck, fingers crossed, by January 1st, everything will be back in place and we can start up again. For anyone listening who does participate in any of that stuff, that's the news. I think I'll put an ad in the paper about it too, just so everybody knows. That's really about all I have to say.
I did want to mention, I don't know if you saw my email last week, but at this point, I provided most of everything the auditor needed out of QuickBooks. I don't know if you saw all the files and everything. That is everything that's available. I didn't get any sort of response.
Wondering about that.
I did hear back from Trio on the one report that they needed to help me run. They got back to me today on that, so I can run that tomorrow. So at that point, they should have everything that they have requested for 21-22. So it's going to be in their court and we'll hopefully get somewhere.
Okay.
So.
Sounds good. I would entertain a motion to adjourn if we're all good.
So moved.
All in favor?